Hey guys, welcome back. I'm not in the backyard on this video. I'm actually inside, and I want to show you guys something that I did up this last weekend. About a little bit of backstory. I do some, I guess you can say, refurbishing of old knives or new knives that have been terribly abused. I redo them up. If necessary, I regrind and reshape the blades, and in other cases, I rehandle the blades themselves. And and sharpen them. So I figured out I'm tired of running back and forth on doing one thing or the other, or in other cases I'm working on more than one thing at a time. And so I made up this deal. It's actually a pretty nifty little idea. It is a knife sharpening turntable. Now this is some of the equipment I use. This is a tri-stone setup that I have. I use it frequently. A lot. I use it quite a bit. And I just started recently using this old hand crank bench grinder. I've been using it quite a lot. I wound up making wound up making this table for it. This little table here. I wound up making it at work and repainted it. Repainted it. It was this terrible puke green. Well, a lot like that, if you can see it real well. It looked a lot like that. And so sanded it down, repainted it, and over here I got a little, I believe it was a 4-inch vise. Yeah, 4-inch vise. That I sanded down and repainted, greased the heck out of it. Oh, and I also greased this and grease it regularly. Little gears inside there. Now I do have a second stone for it, and she loves spinning that. Both of the kids do. But back over here, I wound up sanding this down. I wound up letting it soak in vinegar for 24 or 48 hours. I don't remember. But I tore it all apart and let it soak. Disassembled. I didn't just stick it in the vinegar as it was. Disassembled it, let it soak, and then sanded it down. Left this part all shiny. I left the shaft here shiny along with the threads. And it, as you can tell, it's a little true. If it'll focus, it's a little True Value Vise. I don't know how old it is, but it was very, very well rusted out whenever I got it. I had also in here, come on now, let's switch hands. In here, I glued on some leather strips, and to have a little bit better padding for the handles. That way this metal doesn't scar up the wooden handles. And right over there on that side, I got a little workbench, so I can do any kind of sanding or anything that's needed on that side. And how this thing works is down below here, I've got 2 of these tubes that I made up, bolted to the 2x6, 2x8, whatever that is, and bolted to another one down below. Come on. And I ran I don't know if you can see the head of it in there. Yeah. That's a 5.5-inch lag bolt running clear all the way down. Oh, not all the way down. It's ran all the way through. as far as I could take it with that without tightening it down. But I still wanted it to move. And as you can tell, I got little plates here screwed into the 4x4. And that is for this little pin. Hold on. That's for this little pin here. It's just a little, I don't even remember what this thing's called. But it's just a little pin that I stick up in here to keep it in place. Because with that in, it can't move. But I take that pin out, and I can turn it to whatever I want to work on, work with. I got the Vise, I've got the table, I got a little bench grinder here, and I got 2 of them on there so that I can pin it there as it sits, or I can turn, whenever I turn it, I can pin it on this side. So I got 2 holes going through this 2x into these aluminum plates to keep it in there, to keep it fastened. And you only need 2 for that closer in, because I couldn't be able to put the pin in all the way if with it over here. So you can tell, I wouldn't have been able to put that pin in there all the way. So, had to put 2 of them. I just copied them. I mounted one. Oh, quit zooming in and out. Focus for me. I mounted one. I drilled a hole, and then through this board. And then I turned it to the other face, and using that hole that was just drilled, I mounted this other plate flat to it, so that way it would line out every single time. And then once I got that one done, I did the other side. I drilled the other hole on the other side. That way both sides could be fastened together and not move. So that's that. Now I want to show you that box I showed you a little bit ago. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, and this little guy, like I said, it goes straight up in there, just like that, all the way to the top. And quit. Come on, focus for me. Yeah, you can see the pin going up there, so you just get it up in there, and it stays just like that. Stays there for me. But over there, let me show you this guy. This here is my knife sharpening kit here. Oh, and I got my knives there, some of them. I got others up there. I got another shelf over there. I got them all over the place. But yeah, this is my other little workbench. I got a sewing machine. I got a small handheld. I got my arbor press for my leather stuff, which is in there. I got my leather down here and the little one. Come on, got my leather down here. 3/8, not 3/8, like 3/16 leather and some suede. But yeah, this guy, I got everything I could possibly freaking need in here. Come on. I've got, you know what, I'll just pull you up here. I've got some rags that I use frequently because of the mineral oil. I got some steel sharpeners, I got some files, I got a diamond sharpener. I've got over here, I got some more whetstones, some sandpaper for any kind of sanding I need to do on the handles or the blade. I got whetstones, more of them. tools to disassemble that and be able to grease it up and whatnot. Then some miscellaneous stuff, more sandpaper, another little knife I'll be showing you guys sometime or other. Another little Ozark Trails one. I thought it was pretty nifty. The other stone for the grinder, and some other miscellaneous stuff. Steel block, ceramic, another diamond, some more ceramic stuff, and a leather stropping pad. And up here, I just got the grease there. I got some rags to put the hand grinder on, and some mineral oil for everything. I found out that mineral oil is the best for sharpening with whetstones or the grinding wheels. Those guys. But yeah, like I said, that's man alive. This thing sucks inside. But yeah, I do most of my own leather work on the blades, as you guys have seen in the previous videos I've done up. You guys seen that? Whoa! Oh, there we go. Yeah, as you guys seen in other videos on some of my other knives I've done that are handmade leather sheets. I do all those, and I do them for other people when they want them or need them. And I also started working on something or other. It's what? You want up here again? You want in the video? So, started working on this yesterday. It's just a Sawzall blade that I took down, and it was with all this stuff that's on this turntable sharpening system. It was all done here except for the handle. I shaped it with my belt sander, my big belt sander out in the shop. I did all the drilling out there and whatnot. But everything else, the sharpening, the grinding down of what was left of the teeth, that was done with the hand grinder. The scales was done with the vise. The hand sanding of the blade to get all the extra paint and rust off of it was done on the workbench side of it. And I haven't finished the sharpening yet, but I'm getting close. And that's being done on that side, and will be with this side once I get done with the tri-stone system. And it's all being done with this on this little turntable sharpening system, a sharpening bench. So yeah, it's a pretty neat little deal. And not again. Maybe I should stop videotaping. Whoa. Maybe that's a hint. Second time within just a few seconds. Hi. Yeah, it actually worked out pretty good for me, and it's actually still. I mean, I plan on using the crap out of this. But yeah, that's another thing I did was the bookshelf in the background. I built that. There's a bunch of other stuff I built. The shelves that I showed you, I did those up. Those weren't the best shelves, I'll admit. But especially the one that's the tall, thin one. Workbench. This workbench I did up. The table for the arbor press I did up. And a bunch of other stuff here. I'll probably end up doing a walkthrough video of it all, so you can expect that. So if you want to see it, like and subscribe. I might do that this weekend sometime. I'm not 100% certain yet, but like I said, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff and the little ones running around in the videos more, like and subscribe. And oh yes, I about forgot, video verse. Go ahead and utilize this little workbench that's on here. This one is back in Matthew 5:38 through 42, I believe it was. Yes, Matthew 5:38 through 42. And it says, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, don't resist an evildoer. On the contrary, if anyone slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also. As for the one who wants to sue you and take away your shirt, let him have your coat as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2. Give to the one who asks you, and don't turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. And that is Matthew 5:38 through 42. And I'll see you in the next one.